G'day everyone, Phil here. I just thought I'd start doing a few of these little video recordings for my photography tips, just in an effort to make it a bit easier for you to understand, and I can also do some Lightroom tips and mini tutorials and all that as well. So that's what I'm going to do for this photography tip. So I'll just jump into Lightroom. Today I'm going to focus on blending three images or merging three images in Lightroom. So you can see here I've got these three photos that I've color coded yellow just so you can see which ones they are, of our beautiful new stadium which is due to be open soon. So how we go about this, firstly with these, how I've captured these images, so I've used exposure bracketing, so the three images are different exposures. So one will be, the first one there is like a neutral exposure captured at correct exposure, and then the next one is one stop underexposed, and then the final one is one stop overexposed. So by blending those together we get a better quality image with better dynamic range and better shadow detail and detail in the highlights. So okay, so the first thing we want to do is highlight all three images, so just highlight all three like that, and then we just want to right click anywhere on one of those images and just go photo merge, and we want HDR, which stands for high dynamic range. So difference between light and dark. So we'll just click on that, and that will open up a preview like that. Now there's a couple of important, or one mainly important thing here, the auto align button, that must be ticked, because what Lightroom will do is it'll look at the three images and auto align them. So that's pretty important, so you don't get any like ghosting between the two images. The rest of the settings there, auto settings, I'll just leave that ticked, and I'll just leave the de-ghost amount on low, and these other two just leave those unticked. So you can see the preview there, but it's still not merged yet, so you've actually got to hit merge, and then once you've set up all those things, these auto align and all that, they just come up automatically, so already ticked. So let's go ahead and merge that. So you can see up in the top left here, it's creating HDR. There it is, it's finished. So to find it normally puts it where the other images are. So it's actually this one here. So if you just hover over that, you can see it's got the file name plus HDR in there. So that's the blended image. So if we open that up, you can see the dynamic range between the shadow detail between light and dark is a lot better by combining those three images. And now you can just develop that. So go into editing mode, and you can see what it's done with the sliders and all that here by combining those three images. So it's done all that automatically. You can go ahead and edit and do what you want, play with it a bit more. So it's the same as editing a normal file. I just noticed my horizon's a bit off there. So here's another good little tip. So down below you got your transform button. So there's all these guided automatic buttons. The level one normally does a pretty good job. Sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, you can sort of manually rotate it like that. So one thing with this, when you do manual adjustments, this little constrain crop, it's a good idea to tick that. It just removes any white parts of the image, and so it just crops it in a bit better, so you don't see any of the white stuff around the images. That's about it. So I hope you enjoyed that tip, and hope you look forward to the next one. Catch you soon. Bye. For more information on other photography tips and other blog posts of all the other things I get up to and things that I like to share, just check my website, philcopphotos.com, and just navigate to the blog post there. You'll see all my other blog posts and photography tips, and so you can browse through them. For details of any photography workshops that you might be interested in, check the photography workshops tab. You can scroll through all the photography workshops that I've currently got available. Thanks very much. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.